I'm going to be doing an unboxing and setup, install, and overview of this ONN Vizio TV. 43 inches. This is a Black Friday special they had at Walmart. And I'm going to just go through and install, and we'll unbox it first. And inside the top, we have one of the legs and the other leg mount, the feet, and a remote control and instructions. So we'll pull the cardboard, pull the styrofoam out, put it off to the side, and we'll lift the TV out. Maybe not. Down below it, this is pretty tight. And there is the TV. And remove the plastic so you can see what it looks like. So that is our unboxing. There is nothing else inside except for a desiccant package and some more styrofoam. So this is our TV. And we'll spin it around the back side, and you can see the cord is already attached. So next thing we'll do is we'll get started on install. And to mount our 43-inch TV, we're going to be using this Black Friday special from Menards. It's a mounting setup, and it'll do quite a few different sizes, as you can see. 13 to 70 inch. So we've unboxed it already. We've got some of the parts sitting out here and here. And I started putting it together. You just take these pieces. You can see here, they call them extensions. And you just bolt them to the plate. You'll take this little tab right here. You'll put it in there. And you see the little tab right there? The hole is open. That hole had a square shape to it. If you didn't notice, see a square? And our bolt has a square shape. So that'll come right up into it and lock up. And then you'll put this nut on. And it'll be like this when you're done. And those bolts will be a 10 millimeter to tighten those up. And then once you have them tightened, just bring it over, set it on the back, it says up, that is the top. You'll line up the holes, and for the 43-inch TV, it will be the second one. And then we'll go ahead and put the bolts into those. The instructions show where you can use these spacers sometimes to take up this gap when you're mounting. But I happen to have a junk drawer, and it had some shorter bolts in it and washers. So these will go back in my junk drawer, and I'm using these to finish mounting the back of the mounting bracket for the 43-inch television. So the bracket is now mounted on the television. You can see all 4 bolts are in and tight. So next thing we need to do is put this bracket on the wall. What I did some measuring on a TV, and it's 38 inches, so about half of 38 is 19. So I came over 19 inches from the center of the TV, and it's right there on that mark right there. So that's going to be the center of the TV, and then I lined it up. This will be the center. It'll mount right here. And then I'm going to need to have this mounted to a stud. The stud in the wall is right here. So it's only off maybe a ½ inch from here to here. So it just happens to be that I had a screw in the wall that was right where the center of this needs to mount. It's 19 inches from here to here, and 19 inches from here to there. So it's going to go right in the center of the wall where I need it. And then it's also going to be lining up with a stud. So that is good. I've laid this out on the hole, and I've drilled the holes here. Now there's concrete behind this, so I can only go in so deep. So when I did that, I checked, I put my finger on, and this bolt is far too long. This is the one that comes in the kit. I cannot use it. So I went to that little drawer I have, and I just happen to have some legs that are close to the right length. They're about 1/8 inch away from hitting the concrete behind this. So I'm going to use 3 of these legs. So we have this in. We have our tiny little level that comes with it. It says we're nearly centered on this one. And on this one it's different again. So I'll probably have to put the TV on and check it. So they're not real consistent. So the next thing is to mount the TV onto the bracket. And on the back of this bracket, you can see where the bolt goes in, but there you can also see what it locks into on top. So that is how you attach it on the back side of the television. There's the back view. And the TV, the door does not hit the TV, which is good. And it clears the shelf on this side, which is good. And the ceiling clears, so that looks good. And it's ready for batteries to be installed in a remote. So flip it over. And we've got the plus at the top. And these are opposite directions as they normally are. Okay, we'll see if we can get this started up. The glare is not quite as bad as I thought it'd be. And I'll have to shut you off for this part. Okay, and now we've got our password entered. We are checking for updates and showing the apps. So this may take a few minutes. And I've got the TV set up and working, linked with my phone and my other TVs. So that is nice. And it seems like it's working pretty good here. And I'm going to check it out on one of my old videos. And I am unboxing a 70-inch Vizio, I believe, in this one. Now you can see the TV. And it is currently still working, that TV. but it has a little bit of a dark spot at the top. It kind of comes and goes. So I'll be replacing that TV here shortly. I unboxed the TV. So and now you can. We'll stop this. And I appreciate you watching my unboxing and testing video on this Vizio ONN Black Friday special 43-inch TV. I am going to be putting comments in the future. So look in the comments if I have any issues. If I start to have lines show up on the screens, if the internet stops working on it, if I have any future problems, look in the comments. And if you have one yourself and you have issues, please put in the comments. So it helps future buyers know if they should avoid this TV or if it's a good one. Thanks for watching. You please like and subscribe and have a good day.